Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is SHAZATUL binti ABDUL and I'm pursuing mathematical science for my diploma. This video was recorded for the purpose of assessment 4 under fundamentals of geometry. And alongside me, I have my two friends who are also in charge of this assessment. We have ADRIANA and QASRINA NADHIRAH. In this video, we are going to explain the application of geometry in real life. But before anything else, I would like to take my sweet time to explain briefly about geometry. Geometry refers to a branch of mathematics which is focused on the measurements and relationship of lines, angles, surfaces, solids, and points. The word geometry is made from the Greek words geo, meaning earth, and metri, meaning measurement. The best use of geometry in daily life is the construction of buildings, domes, roads, rivers, and temples. For ages, geometry has been exceptionally used to make temples that hold the heritage of our country. Some of these famous temples are even counted as miraculous developments done by people with primitive instruments.
The first case that we chose is One World Trade Center building, which placed in New York. This is the building. As you can see, it has 94 floors. The cost of the building is $3.8 million, while the height of the building is 1,776 feet, which is 541 meters. One more thing, the architect who planned to build this building is David Childs. In 1970, the North Tower of the original World Trade Center is completed, while the South Tower of the original World Trade Center is completed in 1973. It was designed by the architect Minoru Yamasaki. On 26 February 1993, a large bomb exploded in the underground garage of two World Trade Center, which planted by two terrorists. It destroyed the base of the building and 6 people were killed and another 1,000 were injured. On 11 September 2001, hijackers flew two commercial airliners into the towers. First plane crashed into north after 18 minutes. Another plane crashed to the south tower. Almost 300 people were killed in that incident. On 2002, Daniel Libeskind was announced as the winner of the design competition to rebuild back World Trade Center. The construction to rebuild World Trade Center started on 2006. On November 2014, World Trade Center officially opened with a new name, which is One World Trade Center, and with height 1,776 feet, which is 540 meters. This building formally and symbolically fits the void left destruction of the Twin Towers. This is the picture of World Trade Center before and after the incident, as you guys can see. On the left is the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center and the lower Manhattan skyline as they appeared before the September 11, 2001 attacks. On the right is the picture of the new World Trade Center one, first called the Freedom Tower, which was completed in 2014.
And now we're going into the calculation. As we already know, the base of the One World Trade Center building is made of 4 squares attached to one another with the length and the width of 61 meters and the height of 56 meters. To calculate the area of the concrete base, we must multiply the length and the width together, which is 61 multiplied by 61, and we got 3,721 meters square. To calculate the area of the wall, we need to multiply 61 and 56 together, and we got 3,416 meters square. And to calculate the total area of square of the base, we must total up the area of the wall multiplied by 4 and the area of the concrete base, which is equal to 3,416 multiplied by 4, add by 3,721, and we got 17,385 meters square. The wall of the One World Trade Center is made of 8 equilateral triangles with a base of 61 meters and a height of 361 meters. To calculate the area of the One World Trade Center triangle wall, we substitute the base and the height into the formula of triangle area, which is 1/2 multiplied by 61 and 361, and we got 11,010.5 meters square. As I mentioned earlier, the wall is made of 8 equilateral triangles. So to find the total area of triangles, we multiplied 11,010.5 by 8 and we got 88,084 meters square. And to find the total surface area of the building, we add the total area of the base building and the total area of the triangles, which is 17,385 plus 88,084, and we got 105,461 meters square.
For our second case, we have picked an entirely different thing from our first case, which is a very famous logo. I bet you all know about this logo. I will represent to you our chosen logo, Microsoft. Obviously, all of you must know about Microsoft, which is a system that helps you with anything that you need. Microsoft today has an assets value at $310 billion. In April 2019, Microsoft became the third company in the history of the world to reach $1 trillion market capitalization, just behind Apple and Amazon. Now, I am going to tell you a little about Microsoft logo. For your information, the founder of the Microsoft are Bill Gates and Paul Allen in 1975. Both of them are also the designer for the Microsoft logo. How impressive, aren't they? Microsoft logo keep changing from time to time until 2012. A new Microsoft logo was created, which is the current logo, and it stays until now. In 1975, Microsoft's first ever logo was created by using Century font, and it represents the year of 70 very well. This first logo also was the only Microsoft logo to be on two lines. Moving forward, in 1985, Microsoft redesigned their first logo, and it was inspired by the look of heavy metal bands of this decade. The fonts are much oilier and with a lot more aggressive letter drawing, with sharp angles exploiting a lot of diagonals. This logo was only used for 2 years. 2 years later, in 1982, moving away from rocker side, Microsoft logo are becoming more to corporate look. The only thing that made this logo recognizable was the horizontal lines in the letter O. Apparently, this logo was quite loved by Microsoft employees. Later on 1980, the logo was redesigned, but this time it held on for quite long, which for 20 years, they didn't redesign the logo. A little bit information, the Helvetica font was chosen to create this logo. On 2012, after several meetings of Microsoft employees, they decided to change the logo again. The font was replaced, and 4 squares are added of different colors to form a window, which is one of the important products of the company. As you can see, this is the changes of Microsoft logo from 1975 to 2012. One more thing to add about this logo are the shape and the pattern. As you can see from this logo, we can identify that there is only one shape, which is square, and the pattern of Microsoft logo is it has 4 equal squares.
Now I'm going to calculate the size of this logo. This logo has only one shape, which is square. The number of vertical pixels is equal to the number of horizontal pixels, which means length equal to width. Because of this Microsoft logo does not have an actual size, we use the standard size that commonly used to calculate the area as the problem statement given. Problem statement: if the standard size of logo given, which is the width of the logo, has to be at least 1 inch in print publications, what is the total area of a Microsoft logo? The unit must be in centimeter. Width given is 1 inch, and if we convert it to centimeter, it will become 2.54 centimeter. Length equal to width, so the length also 2.54 centimeter. Area of one square is length times width, which is 2.54 centimeter times 2.54 centimeter equal to 6.5416 centimeter square. So if we calculate the total area of all 4 equal square, it will become 4 times 6.4516 centimeter equal to 25.8064 centimeter square. In 2 decimals, it becomes 25.81 centimeter square.
In conclusion, geometry plays an important role in our daily life. It is needed mostly for designing buildings or logos, since more people remember visuals better than words, including simple brand logo that will help people to keep reminded of the brand, and considering a brand logo is visual representation of a specific brand. The shape of building also need to be in a well designed to attract tourism. That is all from us. Thank you for watching our video.